Hello and welcome, my fellow gamers. I am Video Demon. Welcome back to Alan Wake. Last time we got to the town of Bright Falls, where we got a cabin from a mysterious lady, a creepy lady, even though it wasn't the cabin we were supposed to be at. Then afterwards, when we got there, Alan Wake's wife, Alice, what's her name? Was attacked and is now missing. We woke up at a car. Alan then wakes up in a car crash a week later. Gets chased by the darkness that we saw in the tutorial. Finds a gas station, and the cop that he calls comes and picks him up. Only to find out that the island he was staying at with the cabin that was given to him, with the cabin that was where he was told to go by the creepy lady, hadn't been there for years, like decades. So we're going to chapter 2 right now.
Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Three years ago. Oh, he's baby-faced.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Oh, we get weather like this. Right, we're getting weather like this right now where I live. Still under the weather, sore throat.
Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
So we're in New York City. I've only ever been to New York City once. Oh, a manuscript. Sudden stop.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
Interesting.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge. It had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Interesting. I think I'm missed 3 pages. Okay. Coffee. Not big on coffee.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Yeah. This was the weather I was having about 2 days ago. Ooh, a new TV. Oh, what kind of TV is it? A CCTV. What's the... I bet... This seems like a pretty big TV, honestly.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
What's with the static? Alan Wake, Return to Sender, and Alex Casey thriller.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
So much for coffee.
Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine, I'm fine. Just get the lights back on, now,
Honey,
please.
it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
Also, that picture of
I know
him.
it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
Oh.
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Thanks, Doc. I see you're a fisherman.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
I wanted to say earlier, but before all the interruptions, the picture that she made was the cutout in the diner last episode. Oh, it's you again from the diner.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care
Don't
of it.
say.
Have a nice day now.
Very good.
Oh, manuscript.
I'll come back.
Alice sees a
Alice
shadow.
looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Later on to remind you, just in case.
I'll talk to the sheriff.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Thank you. Deputy? Oh. Richard Boff? Bruce Bansky and Jacob Miller on camping trip overdue. Haven't been in contact. If you have seen them or know their whereabouts, call this. Have you seen this man? Knack for winning contests. Oh, it's a little cat. Wait, this is the same kind of breaker box from the apartment.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Thank you.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this.
There's a Barry.
Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with
Don't do
anything?
nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor.
The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Damn, Alan.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
How did you even see that?
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Oh, manuscript. Wake at Lover's Peak.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Shouldn't she be seeing me, like, over here? Oh. Oh, he's asleep.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it.
The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
The fuck was that?
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their...
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh,
take it easy.
Damn it, Alan.
Hey, nobody move. Get your hands off of my client.
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
Very odd. Punch a man
What
in
the
the
hell
face.
was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and
understand
everything's just...
what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Oh yeah, it's the guy who was talking about his dog last night.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Oh,
hey,
good.
Rusty, right? You rent cabins. Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure.
Bucktooth Charlie?
What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're
Aww.
illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes.
Poor pupper.
Well, at least Max is gonna be okay.
We will kill them.
Lucky.
Maybe.
Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Starting not to like Barry. Sure, like, he's money hungry, but, like, that's just employment. But now it's just...
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Hope your dog feels better.
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
Alright.
And hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I
Fair
guess I'm
enough.
a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know. I just don't want any trouble.
Fair enough.
Look, Al.
Oh my
You're
god,
asking me
Barry.
to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come
Barry,
on.
Barry, you're wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heart.
I didn't mean to cut him off.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Yeah. Dustin, you're probably getting your allergies.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again.
Deliverance.
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
He complains a lot.
Real funny, Al. Real funny. Ha ha! Thank you. I'll just sit here in the dark till you come back. Or until I get eaten by a grue.
What's a grue? Is that like an offensive term for something? I don't know what that is.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Walking the door now.
Also, of course he drives a Hummer. Well, I believe this is a Hummer. Oh, manuscript. Barry doubts Wake's sanity.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Anything in here? Anything important? Why is there a fridge out here? Oh, they took all my batteries and my ammo. Wait.
This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
They took all my guns and my ammo and my batteries. The darkness. God, every time I say that, I'm gonna think like the darkness from fucking Fairly Odd Parents. That like that special that they had for Timmy Turner that was like the chosen one. If you know, you know. Oh. Someone had a interesting time here. Nothing. Maybe I should go back to the other one. Oh, another episode!
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face.
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Well, that was interesting. Confusing, but interesting. I'm gonna go back up here, check this house, see if there's anything in there.
The show, folks, as promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like? My plan?
There was someone out there.
More organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really, just taking the atmosphere.
Oh, a manuscript. Rusty.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. "Mr. Wake, It happened just the way it was on that page.
Oh, so I'm not the only one finding these. Good to know. Hello, manuscript. Rose and Rusty.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Okay. I'm confused on that now, but I'll look out for that later.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury. Rusty, damn.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me!
Rusty, I'm coming, Rusty! I'll be right there. What the fuck was that? Oh, he was the guy with the dog. Oh.
Help me! Can you hear me? Anyone?
That dog better be okay.
Mr. Wake? Oh, hell. It happened just the way it was.
Oh, the dog was okay.
I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must. The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
I got a more powerful gun. And good, the dog's okay, that's good. There's like, what the hell? There's no way you would be alive if all of this was your blood, right?
Shh, good boy.
The dog's alive. Good, can I not open this? Also, where am I going? Oh, different building. Also, you said on the page. Oh, wait.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Oh, Rusty and Rose, okay. Oh, the page. Wake reaches the safe haven of light.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Interesting, interesting. Gimme, gimme.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
Rusty!
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Doggo! Rusty? You good, buddy? Where's the dog?
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Wait. Rusty.
Fishing is only permitted for those visitors who purchase a park fishing license.
Rusty. Buddy.
Obey the park ranger's instructions at all times. Rusty? Rusty, no! Never! The approach closer than 100 yards. Two bears and wolves never approach any other closer than 25 yards. Pets must be leashed at all times. Never leave your pet unattended. It is against the law to remove any natural objects or historical artifacts from the park. This includes even rocks you may find along the river. Even cemeteries.
You bitch. I can conserve my batteries. Also, but if I killed Rusty, then how is Rusty further on in the story? Maybe it's not correcting them, maybe it's like copying them? This thing's powerful. But yeah, maybe like the darkness is like copying them. Also, that dog better be okay.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Manuscript, thank you very much. Rusty's final thoughts. Oh, yep, like he's further on in the story. So
in that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been.
Oof.
He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would. Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
I want secrets. And secrets is going into a cave. Oh, shotgun. I knew it was a good idea coming here. And my flare gun. Good for groups. God, that scared me a bit. Oh my, damn, I am a hit away from dead. Oh, manuscript. Barry meets Rose.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
What's with the music? Fuck off with that. Get to the lights. Okay, so each light is my checkpoint. Ooh, shotgun ammo. Don't mind if I do. Saving that for later. Oh, I need to get these three closer up together. Aha! Fuck you. Oh, those shadows linger. I'm like searching for secrets in a bad time. In reality, this would definitely cause a forest fire. Fucking Smokey the Bear will come kicking my ass. Oh, fuck you, man. Fuck you. Oh, you. Lamp, you dick.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason, packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo, things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
Interesting. I see you. Got it. Got it. Oh, there's 5 of. Oh, fuck this. I'm just running. I'm gonna die. Don't you dare go out. Up. I died. Oh damn, he like runs through it. But like I said before, the darkness must be like copying people and like what they're doing, what's around, maybe. Okay, so we know Rusty is not dead, but will die. Barry might die.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
Oh. Agent Nightingale. So, Alan's gonna be on the run. Also, I gotta check something. Okay, good. Alan's gonna be on the run soon enough. Of course. Who are you?
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
Ooh, we got more flares. But the flares are convenient. I mean, the flashlight's convenient.
You can see them too? Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then...
All my guns are gone.
He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up. What I got?
Oh god, we got a dual wheel there.
Lover's Peak. Right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
What?
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it! Just a little longer. Scare them off. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us. Just
You're a dick, you know that?
That's right. You just keep coming. Come on. Only sissies are afraid of the dark. Better get ready. They'll be on us soon.
Who is this guy again? I don't know this guy's name. But yeah, it's way too big of a coincidence that he would know. So he's gotta be.
This is it, Wake. A last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
Oh, I am out of flares. Oh, a miner. I died. I always still have my flares. That's why.
Get ready. We fight them.
Oh god. This guy has to be the last. Shit. Don't you go and start rhyming with me. Oh, he hits hard. Ah! I'm gonna die again. Finally.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her and
Okay, his temper gets him into trouble. Let's admit it now.
You're gonna give me the manuscript or you'll be sorry! No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
Also, I don't really have all of it.
And he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him.
You mean this one? Alice's... Oh, there are more. Oh, damn, there are more. There are a lot of them with this chapter.
On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
I'm not doing good. Oh, there we are. Always Snoop. Oh god, that was a fucking bear trap.
Rusty warned me about these traps. It hurt like hell. I was stuck.
That scared the hell out of me. Oh, come on! I'm nearly dead. All by an inch. Oh, nope. Now I gotta be careful what's a manuscript and what's a bear trap. Oh, come on! They're everywhere. Oh, come on! I'm not doing good. Oh. The darkness is all around me. Like a fog. Also, whenever that happens, it's kind of like a scream, like a yell. Also, stop fucking hitting me, dude. Oh my fucking god. And there's more! And I backed myself into a corner. Manuscript.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
Oh, a hunting rifle. Interesting change of pace. This town has a creepy obsession with coffee. It's called Bright Falls, not Coffee Falls.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
Okay, there's a plane crash now. Got it. Yeah, I saw something up there. Oh, flare gun, good for groups. This has the most ammo. I'll just use this for now. Also, always feel like in the darkness, I always feel like someone breathing. That's it. Group up. Group up. Come on, getting all in a nice little file. Like that! Actually, you know what? I didn't realize I had the fucking flare gun out. Damn it. Oh, fuck. I don't know what that does.
logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around. When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Okay. I still have a feeling Barry isn't gonna survive to see the end. The darkness wears her face.
Be aware of Widowmakers.
I want to see what the hunting rifle does. Oh, that's a 2-shot for him? Oh, yeah, nope. I know what I'm using for the heavies now. Yeah, reload. It's a habit. Reloading instantly. Oh, is that a manuscript? Yeah, it is. Oh, I see now. I feel like, yeah, I've missed like a bunch of them.
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the Taken. No natural path had brought them here.
Aha! Oh.
Logging is a hazardous occupation.
Oh, there's the chainsaw. First hunters, then miners, then lumberjacks. Well, now lumberjacks.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got old Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on. I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
Hello? Campers? Jason Voorhees?
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
Oh, manuscript.
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it. But it felt all wrong. Call it instinct, his posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
Okay. Oh, garage keys. Another one.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
Oh God! Fucking fuck! Oh, that scared the ever-living crap out of me. Any more? Let's search around here first. See if I can find anything. Am I actually gonna be driving? I am. Just ram him. Oh, guys, glitched in. Guess the rest is on foot now. Shame. Do we have to, though? Do we have... Can we... No, I can't. Shit. Shit went down here.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Aye. Oh, wait. Too late now.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
It's not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
Also, that's why he's like all freaking out in like the TVs. It's showing him like trying to
talked about birds over the phone.
Oh, wait. The darkness controls them. Flare gun, gimme. But like that's like him trying to rush the ending of the manuscript.
Al, I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
You don't say. Oh, this would be bad.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
Bye now.
See you soon.
She sounded different.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the old
dear diner.
Good girl.
Who the fuck is she?
Come here. Pretty please.
Previously on Alan Wake.
Well guys, that was it for this episode of Alan Wake. I am really enjoying this game. A whole bunch of scares. I'm still not used to playing horror games all that much of it, but this is a really good game. I'm really enjoying this. And like all the foreshadowing that we're getting with the pages of the manuscript and the TV screens is amazing. So if you like this video, hit the like button and comment down below what you thought. If you want to see more of my stuff, hit subscribe, and I will see you all later.